Brought to you by Savage Underdog Apparel Company. We're going from the heavyweights to the lightweights. This is a professional bout scheduled for 3 5-minute rounds. And when the fight begins, the referee in charge is Tyler Tomlinson. Introducing the first fighter to the cage, fighting out of the blue corner. He holds a professional record of 0 wins and 1 loss and weighed in at 158.5 pounds. Fighting out of Extreme Couture MMA, fierce fans, make some noise and welcome to the cage, Riley Pellegrino!
A quick night at the office is the game plan for Extreme Couture's Riley Pellegrino. 0-1 so far in his pro career, but an extensive 10-year amateur career holds a lot of weight. 6 wins, a slew of first-round finishes, including a 10-second TKO less than a year ago. Jason, Riley promised a lot of things when you talked to him on the Damage Plan MMA podcast. What stood out to you?
He's very confident. He's very confident, and he should be. He trains at an excellent gym in Extreme Couture. And he's, like I said, he's full of confidence. He's coming in here. He thinks he's going to get the quick knockout. Let's see what he brings. He's got, you can see Trent Miller in his corner, who was supposed to fight tonight. Unfortunately, Marco suffered an injury this week in training and couldn't make that fight. So he's got a great corner. He's coming out of a great gym. So I expect to see a lot of confidence from Riley in this fight.
4 of his 6 wins that we were able to find are under 2 minutes and 34 seconds. He's got a 10-second TKO on October 16th, 2021. He enjoys heel hooking. He has a lot of guillotines under his belt. There's a lot of different ways that he can win this fight, and he wants to get it done quick.
Yeah, I mean, I expect for him to come out guns blazing. I mean, if I'm him and I'm fighting a guy that's had a 6-year layoff, I'm gonna try to push the pace a little bit. I don't know about you, Eric. You're the fighter here, so
I would absolutely go after him because he's been in the gym. You know that he has an understanding of how good his conditioning is and the pace that he can set. And where we don't know where his opponent has been training, what he's been doing for training over the last few years, I try to test the chin and his cardio.
Pellegrino saying that his plan for this fight was takedown and submission. He walks around at 199 pounds is what he told you, Jason. I mean, that's unbelievable.
You know, looking in the mirror, the guy, he actually kind of resembles me. We pretty much have the same tattoos with the traditional Japanese and the chest piece. Zach did a little side-by-side picture of me and him and said he was my little brother.
He holds a professional record of 1 win and 2 losses and weighed in at 157.5 pounds. Fighting out of Jeremy Horn's Elite Performance MMA. Make some noise and welcome to the cage, Colton, Colt 45 Kynaston!
2,472 days away. Welcome back to the cage. Colton, Colt 45 Kynaston, the 32-year-old moving up to lightweight after nearly 7 years away. Eric, your longest layoff was 2 years and 4 months between January 2020 and April 2022. What is it like getting back out there after a long layoff?
Well, there's some things to think about. For one, my long layoff was because I broke my arm in the cage and I had to have it repaired, right? So why was he out? Maybe it's personal reasons. There's going to be some unknowns here with that. He does train at a great gym, though. So, you know, Jeremy's going to make sure that he's prepared.
In his 1 win at the professional level, he has a 37-second rear naked choke. We talked about Riley Pellegrino, 2 guys that want to get a quick finish, but Colton actually told us that he wanted 3 rounds of hell, high pace to get him tired, and he's been conditioning a whole lot. What do you think about that, Jason?
I think he's coming in here. He's quiet. He didn't do much talking on the podcast. He said he's going to let us fight and do the talk for him. He's confident. He's ready to go. And I expect to see a great fight here.
And back out there, we see Sean O'Connell as well as his teammate Andrew Boquette. And Andrew Boquette was actually his childhood bully. They actually ended up training together, and now he's in his corner here in his his 3rd professional fight. I apologize.
What a great story that was on the podcast. What a great story. So Andrew Boquette was bullying him. Colton decides to join a gym, and he starts training for a while. Andrew decides to come into the gym to train. And the coach and a couple other people said, hey, if you want to train, you got to ask Colton, you know, because you've been bullying him. You need to reach out to him. And he did. And Colton said, hey, you know what? I've learned a lot training at this gym. Why don't you come in here and train with me? And now they're best friends and training together.
That's a great story.
It's a great story.
Isn't it? And good for them being able to set aside their differences and both come together for a love of martial arts.
There he is, Colton Kynaston out of Jeremy Horn's Elite Performance. Last fight, December 18th, 2015. Back today after quite some time away. What a fight we have on our hands here tonight. What a night of fights we have already had. Ready to get again here in the lightweight division. And I apologize, fourth fight for Colton Kynaston, not third. Tyler Tomlinson, our referee here tonight for this lightweight bout. Ready to get underway.
Here we go. And just like we talked about, Riley coming right in. And
Pellegrino winning 5 of his last 6 fights.
Pretty good movement from Colton to start.
he's taking a couple shots.
He needs.
Big shot by Riley.
Down goes Kynaston.
Oh, that's a big shot.
And that will do it. Riley Pellegrino, a quick night at the office is what he promised.
Wow.
And that's what he delivers here tonight at the Maverik Center. Back up on the cage again. It seems like everyone wants to be up there
Another
tonight.
6-month suspension.
That suspension's just rolling.
Scott is writing tickets as we speak. What an impressive performance by Riley, though.
Scott's pen's probably smoking.
Colton Kynaston gets dropped pretty early on. Tried to weather the storm.
I expect Riley to have a lot to say on this post-fight interview.
He absolutely should.
What a performance there. Very quick work tonight. Colton very clearly disappointed in the performance.
You know, perfect shot. Colton was moving along the cage line. I would have maybe liked to see him pivot out and come back to the center instead of running the cage line. That's how Riley caught him, right in the ear.
Colton just very disappointed in himself, shaking his head, talking to Sean O'Connell currently. And really, it was just a perfectly landed shot. I mean, it was right on the chin. And that was all
it on
she
the
wrote.
chin? I thought it looked like the ear to me. I could be wrong, though, because I was right behind Tyler.
Called a stop to this contest at 29 seconds of the very first round, declaring the winner by knockout out of the blue corner, Riley Pellegrino!
All right, everybody, I'm here with your winner, Riley Pellegrino. Riley, coming up from Vegas, you were on the podcast, you said you wanted a quick finish. You got it. Tell us what's going through your mind right now.
Honestly, this fight was for my aunt. She just passed away, and I missed her funeral just to be here. So it's for my Aunt Debbie, and I'm just excited to be here. When I say I'm going to do something, I'm going to do it. I said I'm going to finish him in the first 2 minutes. I'm going to finish anyone in the first 2 minutes. Darian Robertson, where's your ass at? You ducked me before. We're going to meet, baby.
Oh, we got a shout out. I love it. Are we going to see you back in the Fierce Fighting Championship cage again?
Yeah, if you guys want me back, I would love to be here. And shout out to Extreme Couture, my coaches. Got Dennis Davis, got my manager, Roman. Thanks for Trent being here. My girlfriend and her son, they came here to be with me. Thank you, Kat. Love you. Thank you, Jacob. And I'm just going to keep doing my thing. Thank you.
Any sponsors you want to give a shout out to?
Kill Crew, Contenders Clothing, and Origin Acoustics.
Let's give it up for your winner, Riley Pellegrino.
Three and a half months after his pro debut, he gets a loss in his pro debut. He comes back here today. He gets a quick first-round finish. Eric, what a performance by Riley Pellegrino out of Extreme Couture.
Yeah, and a great confidence booster for him going forward, right?
I don't know if you can think of a better way for that fight to go out and play. And for Colton Kynaston, I'm curious, do you think we see him again in the Fierce Cage?
You know, I'd like to. We didn't get to see a lot of his skill set. I'd like to see a little more of what he can do. At first, I really liked the way he was moving a little bit, and then, you know, he kind of got caught. And then, like I said, he was running the line, the cage But, hopefully he can go back to the drawing board and come back.
I've got to ask you a little bit about the size differential. It seemed like Colton was a lot smaller than Pellegrino in there. Pellegrino saying that he was, no matter what, going to be 25 pounds heavier than Colton on the night of fights. Do you think that that's a pretty fair share of what he actually was up in there?
Based on the size difference, at least visually, absolutely. I mean, he definitely did have a size advantage on him, and that can translate to some punching power too, right?
Well, what a fantastic performance by Riley Pellegrino. We're going to move on to our next bout of the evening, headlining our prelims here